Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Corvettes918. You know, if you're brand new to the channel, I want to say welcome, and make sure you hit that subscribe button and that little bell button next to it so that you're notified every time I'm out live or doing a video. And also drop me a comment below, just letting me know that you're brand new to the channel. I like to personally welcome each and every member to the Corvettes918 family. And if you've been here for a while, I want to say thank you for your support, and let's get into today's video.
Open wounds and closing doors. Been here before, not again. We cannot hide our nasty scars. Too many sorries. What would happen now if you say you won't know if you walk away? Only heaven will play our song now before you go. Can you tell me where the hope has gone? Can you tell me where the love went wrong? Do you remember what it sounds like? We can turn the left back on. We can turn the left back on. Truth unfolds, our naked souls once again can make us work with broken parts and silent heartbeats. What would happen now if you say you won't know if you walk away? Only heaven will play our song now before you go. Can you tell me where the hope has gone? Can you tell me where the love went wrong? Do you remember what it sounds like? We can turn the left back on. We can turn the left back on.
Now guys, the things that I'm going to go over, the 5 things I think that every person should do whenever they purchase a sports car. You know, of course, my experience is with this Corvette ZO6, and these are strictly my opinion only, but I think if you do these 5 things, maybe you've already done some of them and you're watching this video and maybe there's 1 or 2 of them you haven't done, I would highly recommend them. Owning my ZO6 now for the past 18 months or so, there's one thing that sticks out above all the rest. You know, we as sports car enthusiasts, we know we love our cars, we love our sports cars. We go down, we buy one, you know, and we're kind of like we've taken delivery of a child, and you know, we're all worried. We want to go out and buy this and buy that and make sure it's wrapped and make sure we've got things protected and a car cover, and all those things are important, and we need all of those. But there's one thing, my friend, you need to do. The Corvettes, they come with the Brembo brake pads. And these brake pads, let me tell you, if you go out and do a 20-minute drive and come home, it will look like you haven't cleaned your wheels in over a month. As you can see in this photo, I was actually driving down the road and there was a Grand Sport near me, and you could tell, you know, that looks pretty severe. But I'm telling you, your wheels can look like that after just 50 miles, 60 miles of just driving. Put on mine, and what I preferred, just by the research I did and talking with other vet owners, is I did put the Hawk ceramic brake pads on. And I do have a video, I'll have it linked below, of that process of Chris, the guy, one of the guys in my vet club, actually installing the brake pads. It was an older video, so forgive me. It's not one of the best edited videos, but highly recommend change out the brake pads. It's gonna save your back. When you go to a ceramic versus the Brembos, the metal brakes, you're talking about 75% less brake dust. Guys, the second thing I highly recommend that you get, and it's well worth the investment, and that is to make sure you get a real good quality radar detector. Now, I'm not talking about a $75 or $125 or even a $200 radar detector, because you are now driving something that not only is a huge magnet for everyone to look at, but it's also a huge magnet for police officers to go, I wonder if he's speeding. You know, if he sees a Corvette speeding next to a Prius speeding, who do you think he's pulling over? Yeah, probably not gonna be the Prius, probably gonna be you.
How we doing, guys?
I am doing good. How you doing?
Real quick, pal. Real quick.
How quick? What'd you get me at?
83 on there.
That's
not bad. Not bad. Where'd you headed to?
I'll take it. Going out to Pittsburgh.
Guys are running like freaking rape tapes.
All right. Well, not 83 is not rape tapes.
Is it a good state?
It is good, yes.
All right, buddy. Give me a few minutes, okay?
Sure. Right quick.
The one that I have and the one that I've used for the last 18 months, because this is one of the very first things that I purchased, is a Max 360. And what I have found through my experience, and many of you guys may already have this, is when I'm cruising, usually if there's a cop and they have their radar on the highway, I can pick them up, or it picks them up about 2 miles away. If you're in city, it's more like, you know, close to maybe a mile. But anytime that thing goes off and you see KA band, it's time to throttle down and just cruise. And that's not the best time to actually be pushing on the gas. Third thing you want to do to your car is get some type of protection on it. And that for you may be X-Pel, it may be 3M, it may be some type of clear ball material. But what I would highly recommend is, if you're going to go that route, is that if you're going to put a clear ball on the hood, do the whole hood. If you're going to do the side piece here, do the whole panel. Because what you don't want to have is a bunch of lines in your car. From the standpoint of, don't just do little bitty pieces, do the whole panel if you're going to put it on there. Now in my car, I have zero clear ball on it. My car has Ceramic Pro 9H on it. And I put this on last March, so it's been on over a year. And as you can see, what a ceramic coating will give you that X-Pel and 3M won't is this beautiful, almost wet look on the car. And you know, it looks like I've spent hours, and I've maybe even spent days rotering and buffing and waxing and doing all these things to the people that elect to do some type of clear ball. Again, X-Pel, 3M, I keep mentioning those because those are the most common. And then they can also put a ceramic coating over that to really give it that that wet look, or that shine that we're all looking for. Guys, the fourth thing I would highly recommend that you think about doing to your car when you get it, and it's a relatively very inexpensive modification that helps out the car a lot. Not only does it give you more horsepower, but it just gives the engine a whole lot more air, and that's doing a cold air intake. You know, on mine I did the AFE. There's several different brands out there that you can go with. I went with this one because it just seemed like it was going to be the easiest for me to install. After I installed this, and it took me maybe, and I wish, you know, again, I installed this right when I got the car, so I didn't actually do a video on this. I wish I would have. But it took me maybe an hour to maybe an hour and a half to actually install this. There's a lot of great videos out there on YouTube that show you how to install this AFE power cold air intake. But you know, you do feel a little bit of a difference when you're taking off with the car. You can tell it's got a little bit more pep. Of course, this being the supercharged ZO6, it does give it a little bit more horsepower. It's one thing I'm never probably going to do is when I buy a car, if I'm going to do a modification that's going to affect the warranty, I'm not going to do it. And each one of these mods that I did, whether it was the cold air intake or the exhaust system, neither one of those void any warranties on the car, because the companies that I chose to use their products for these installs or for these modifications are all authorized GM suppliers. Therefore, it doesn't void your warranty. Guys, the fifth thing you should do to your car when you get it is drive it. You know, if you've been watching my channel at all for any amount of time, you know I'm a proponent of getting out and driving your sports car anytime you possibly can. Now, I know if you live in the Northeast or you live somewhere in Canada, you live in some areas where, you know, weather isn't always conducive, but maybe four months a year for you to get out and drive your car. One thing I find very interesting on this channel and what it's allowed me to be able to do is talk to so many of you who have had an experience with your sports car, whether it's a Corvette or something else. And you've talked about how you've had these cars and you remember growing up and your dad had the cars and you've taken trips with your sons because your dad took you on a trip in the Corvette. And it's those memories that we're making with these cars that will last us for a lifetime. We're never going to remember how few miles we had on our car. We're not even going to remember that it sat in the garage all the time. But what we are going to remember is that we got out and we drove our sports car. Well guys, that's this week's video. I want to thank you for stopping by. You know, I'm always appreciative of each and every one of you who make it this far into the videos because that means you're either wanting to see your car or you would like to see some cars at the end of this video. And if you're brand new to the channel, if you have a sports car or if you have some type of car other than a Prius, then feel free to send me a couple of pictures. Down in the description area is my email address. You can send it there. I'll be more than happy to share it with everybody in the community. So guys, until I see you next Saturday morning at 9 a.m., I hope you guys have a blessed week. I was too young, and I didn't understand that you